Awesome. Okay. So I'm talking with Justin Cross about what a great musician he is. Hello, Justin. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you.
I'm fantastic. All right. So let's start with the questions then. When did you start playing music, and did you teach yourself?
I started playing when I was around 14 years old. I did teach myself. I actually took lessons for a while and just decided I wasn't really learning anything from them. So taught myself and been playing for around 11 years now. So
That is awesome. Yeah, I taught myself too. Kind of, I think, how you have to do it to be good.
I had to turn the computer up. I couldn't hear you. What was that last thing you said?
I just thought that, I think you actually have to teach yourself to be a good musician. I taught myself.
Yeah. There's definitely, there's definitely I guess a growing process you have to kind of go through yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so next question. What was the first song you ever wrote?
To be honest, I actually thought about that, and I really don't even remember.
Okay.
I've written a lot. The first song that I wrote that I actually like still, I can tell you that, is a song called Daughters Holding Flowers. It's the first song. That's probably the first song that I wrote that actually is in this genre that I'm in currently. So.
All right. What is your favorite song to play then?
Well, the obvious answer would be Drink the Water. That's a crowd pleaser. My favorite song to play though is probably a song that I put out on a live album that I did. It's a song called I Could Be Your Friend.
Okay.
And it's kind of a trippy song because it's actually about a serial killer. And it's it's kind of weird. It gets the audience looking pretty funny, but.
So where'd you get the inspiration to write a song about a serial killer? Is this something we don't know about you?
No, I have no skeletons literally in my closet.
Okay.
No, I actually it was a challenge.
Thought I was going to get a confession there for a second.
No, not talking to a murderer. Don't worry.
All right.
No, actually, it was a challenge to myself. I kind of hit a really bad case of writer's block for about 6 months, and a friend of mine was like, "Well, why don't you just write as someone else?" And I was like, "Well, what better way to do that than write as a serial killer?" But
there you go.
That song kind of popped out. It actually opened up a lot of avenues as far as my writing goes. So.
That's really cool. Okay, so who are your biggest inspirations?
Man, top 3, I guess. I'll give you that. My favorite songwriter, as far as lyricist, is a guy named Bill Maloney.
Okay.
He is from Athens, Georgia, and he's just a really almost confessional songwriter. He just writes. He doesn't write anything if it's not completely from his heart, and it's not completely felt fully by him, and I love that.
All right, that's really cool.
As far as musicians though is concerned, have you ever heard of a guy named Chris Steele?
Actually, yes, I have.
Yeah, he's probably my favorite musician as far as just musicality goes. He's amazing.
All right. And what do you want to achieve with your music before you croak?
Oh man, I'd like to get a few more songs out before that happens.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, ultimately, I really just want I want them to last after I die, since death is a theme in that. I would really like to look down, and say people are still listening to my stuff. That'd be really cool.
That's awesome. All right. So, what is the weirdest thing that's happened at one of your shows?
I was playing an electric set at an outside venue one time, and it was a really interesting crowd. It felt like there was a lot of pent-up aggression in the crowd, and I started playing a more rocking number, and a mosh pit formed. And I don't usually get a lot of mosh pits with my music, but I think they were just kind of aching for one. And then after that, the next song was a pretty slow song, and they started doing some weird, trippy, slow dancing It was really weird.
Nice. Sounds like you got booked at the wrong place.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was really memorable. It was actually one of the funnest concerts I've ever played, I think.
That's awesome. All right. What is the worst venue you've ever played? Since you just said that was the funnest.
There are a few of those in Birmingham. I will probably. I'm going to decline to give you a name, but I can give you some details because I don't want them calling me and being like, "Man, you sold us out."
Yeah.
But there's a place actually here in Birmingham that is. It's one of the worst venues I think I've ever been to, not even played at. I got there and there was a concert planned. First they double booked, then so we had two bands show up and expect, two concerts at the same place, and then it was just awful. They didn't even have anything set up for us, and people started showing up, and we hadn't sound checked yet. It was just an awful experience, but I can't tell you the name of it for fear of a lawsuit.
Yeah, no problem. But that does sound like a pretty bad show. Okay, so on MySpace, actually, no, I wasn't creeper stalking you, don't worry, but looking for pictures to add onto the site, and it said you and Cecilia. Is that the name of your guitar?
Cecilia is the name of my old guitar, actually.
Okay, and why Cecilia?
I have to be honest with you, I just thought that was a pretty name. I heard somebody use that name, and I was like, I like that. So, my current guitar is, I have it behind me.
Convenient.
This is Betty.
Betty. All right.
Yeah.
Why is that name? Same thing. You just thought it was pretty?
No, Betty. I actually bought the guitar from a guy who he bought it from a musician named Steve Earle, and Steve Earle had he had put a sticker of Betty Page, the old 50s pinup girl, on the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I bought the guitar, that sticker was there, and so I really couldn't name it anything else.
All right. And okay, so the next question. I actually got this, the reason for the next questions that I'm about to ask you is because there are quite a lot of ladies that I've talked to from where I work that have said, oh, ask them these questions. So, who was your first crush?
Okay, the Pink Power Ranger.
No way, that's a little bit creepy. Not gonna lie there.
It's not. That was, if you want the honest answer, that's legit. The Pink
Power
Ranger
was
a woman from that.
Why is that? Why is the Pink Power Ranger?
Oh man, what 10-year-old boy wasn't obsessed with her when she was out, Gosh, no. My first actual crush. Sorry, I planned to say that one, but.
Well, you know what? Pink Power Ranger. I was actually a Pink Power Ranger when I was a little girl. I wanted to be the Black Power Ranger, but for Halloween I was a Pink Power Ranger. So don't worry.
Yeah. I used to play with a bunch of kids in my neighborhood, and they would always make me be the Pink Power Ranger.
Oh, that's just sad. Oh.
It was sad. I moved up to blue eventually.
Now I'm starting to get where the serial killer thing comes in.
Yeah. That was where I got the need to make my. Just kidding.
So real first crush then.
Real first. Okay. There was actually first crush turned into my first girlfriend. Her name was Laura Bentley, and so that was it.
All right. Okay. And then for all the ladies out there, are you single or do you have a special someone?
I do have a special someone.
All right. That's cute. What's her name?
Sorry, ladies. Her name is Amy.
All right. And how'd you guys meet?
We actually met at a college group here in Birmingham. She was sorry, my roommate's distracted me.
That's cool.
She was talking to a guy that I didn't really like, and I thought I would rescue her from him. So.
Awesome. See, that's how it works. You got to just do that to the rescue. All right.
It worked for me.
So how long you guys been together?
January was 2 years.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Okay. And next question. Plans for this year. What are your plans for this year?
Oh, man. I hope to... I'm in the process of recording a new album. So that's first on my list. And hopefully during the summer get together a small tour. That's kind of my musical plans for the year.
That's awesome. I don't know if you noticed, but I sent you planes for this year. So,
Planes?
yes, I actually sent you planes for this year. So I don't know if you have any planes that you're going to be buying this year, but just
Yeah.
just incorporate that.
That's some 47 in sight. A lot of knowledge.
So that's a typo for you. Yeah. All right. And what were your New Year's resolutions?
Write more fast songs.
Oh, for the mosh pits, of course, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of got spoiled that night at the mosh pit. I thought I'd write some thrash metal.
Oh, okay.
And some math rock.
That makes sense. All right. Okay, so who is your favorite band?
Okay, do you want to? Okay. All right. My favorite band. I'm sorry. I was looking at the questions and I had who's your favorite band, color, food, book.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in order. That way, it's not.
Cool. One at a time.
Yeah.
That'd be really awesome if all of those were the same answer, but they're not.
You're
My
just
favorite
like
band
spinach.
is do what?
He just yells spinach. There's actually a band called Spinach, a movie called Spinach, a book called Spinach, food obviously, and color I guess green. I don't know. You could do it, but
Spinach green.
Yeah, let's hope you're not. So.
No. Yeah, my answer's not spinach.
Okay.
Sadly, if spinach is listening, sorry. But no, my favorite band is actually probably the Punch Brothers. It's Chris Steely's new outfit. I really like them a lot.
All right. And then favorite color?
Color, brown and red. I'm partial.
Okay. You know, you're actually the first person I've ever met that said their favorite color is brown.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Huh.
Usually I get red or blue. Which is,
Okay.
Mine is green, so spinach would work.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Favorite food?
Favorite food? It's pretty specific. Is that okay?
Yeah. Get
Okay.
as specific as possible.
There's a dish at a local Mexican restaurant that is literally just chicken and rice with some special sauces and tortilla shells, and that's absolutely my favorite food.
All right. That's cool. How often do you go there to get that?
Oh, I try once a week.
All right.
The waiter knows my name, order, and my drink, and I walk in and he just brings it to me. So if that tells you anything, frequently I go there.
That sounds like you go there quite a lot. I don't have any place that I can tell you does that for me. So that's.
You should try. It's really nice, actually.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start stocking vegetarian places until they do it.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite book.
Favorite book. Probably The Road by Cormac McCarthy is my favorite fictional book, and then actually C.S. Lewis wrote a book called The Great Divorce, and I'm in love with that book too. So.
I actually have read The Great Divorce, but can you give
Really?
a brief description of Road, or The Road, I mean?
It's The Road. It's actually a post-apocalyptic novel.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen No Country for Old Men?
Yep, I have actually.
The guy who wrote that book actually wrote The Road as well. And it's actually just it's a really, really great novel about a father and son trying to make it to the coast after the end of the world, pretty much. And it's just a fantastic book. I'd recommend that to anybody.
Well, dang, I haven't been ready to read anything, but I think I might have to. It sounds like a really good book.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, and favorite movie?
Die Hard.
Die Hard. All right.
Or the Power Rangers movie, since we're on that.
Oh, okay. A little bit creepy. Just kidding. You're like,
Definitely
Power
Die Hard.
Ranger movie.
That's something I can watch any moment of any day.
Okay, so the next question was, what was Drink the Water based on?
I'm actually really glad you asked that. I'm a self-stalker on that Drink the Water video that's on YouTube, and I see a lot of people comment on that. Drink the Water, to me...
You mean the Blackwater Gospel one, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually how I found you. I was looking up animations, because I have no life, and I actually found that on there and was like, oh, okay, I gotta check this out. Looks pretty creepy, because I love creepy animations. It's just my thing. And went on there, and I was like, this guy has talent, and that is how I found you. So.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So, all right.
I'm glad creepy animation brought you to my music.
Yeah, I think that's actually how everyone found your music. Just kidding.
Yeah. Hey, I'm totally okay with that. Yeah, that's a funny story. My roommate actually made that for me, and
is it the roommate that's in there right now with you?
No. I have 3 roommates.
Okay, I was gonna say you should probably have that person come on the screen if it was, but.
He's downstairs. I can stomp really loud, and he'll come up and complain or something. But no, he made that for me, and I completely forgot about it. And then a couple months later, he said, "Dude, we have like 60,000 views on that video." And now it's up closer to 600,000, which is pretty cool for me. It's not a million, but I'll take anything.
Well, I think I can say for myself that I've watched it at least 1,000 times, and just showed it.
For those.
Yeah, so just let you know there. I've actually showed it to pretty much everyone I know, including my boyfriend who lives all the way in Australia, who happened to show it to everyone he knows. So you've got Australian fans.
Yeah, thanks. That's so cool.
Yeah,
that's a really cool thing for me. Okay, well, sorry, I think I lost track of your question.
Yeah, the based on. What is it?
Okay. Drink the Water, to me, it's a song primarily there are a lot of people that will say it's about religion, and it's, in a sense, it is. Mostly, though, it's about fear and using fear in a position of power as a weapon to pretty much get people to do what you want them to do. And that there is some of that in religion, but there's also a lot of that in almost any institution. And in relationships we do that, but it's primarily a song against using fear as a weapon. So that's how I would describe that song.
Okay, and then so living in Alabama as opposed to like Hollywood or New York, somewhere like that, do you think it's hindered you, or do you think it makes it easier for you to make a name? Because I know that a lot of people that live in small towns or just live in different areas from like the big cities that everyone's like, oh, I gotta go there to be famous. I think that they actually make a better name for them. I've noticed that a lot of the bands I get to interview, they actually are from towns in Alabama, from towns in Idaho, from towns in Ohio and places like that, and they're not really Hollywood or New York oriented. So do you think it's hindered you, or do you think it's made it easier?
I think it's made it easier. It's definitely quieter, and so it's made it easier for me to focus on my craft, to actually focus on making the best possible songs. My personal opinion on that is that a lot of times in these bigger cities, they're so overly saturated with talent that it's really hard to go to those places and make a name for yourself. You kind of have to be the best where you are, or really, really good where you are. And once you have a following, once you have a base, kind of move up the tier, up a level to the bigger cities like Nashville, New York, or LA. I think it's helped me, though, because a lot of people, I live in Birmingham, and a lot of people here, especially a lot of artists, are very, very willing to help just as friends instead of as colleagues or coworkers. They want to be a part of as much as they can creatively. So you ask, I know some phenomenal guitarists who, if I were to ask them to play on my album, they'd do it for free in a heartbeat. So that's been really, really cool for me. And I know that, somewhere like New York or Hollywood or Nashville, that probably wouldn't be the same mindset. You got people up there doing that kind of thing for a living. Whereas here they have jobs, and they have lives other than music, but they just happen to be very, very, very talented. And so they just want to share their gifts, and I think that that's definitely a good thing about being in a smaller place.
Yeah. Now, I didn't put it on the question, so I'm just going to totally mess you all up. Hopefully I don't, but, you know, I'm going to ask you a question out of nowhere. So what made you just assume that you were going to do music? Like, I mean, so many different jobs in the world, but then there's those musicians out there. So what made you go, that's my job, that's what I want to do?
That's a good one. I would definitely say music has been with me since I was in diapers. And from the time, I mean, I have a picture of me my mom gave me. I'm probably 2 years old, and I have a little toy microphone and a toy guitar, and I'm singing into it. So for me, there really wasn't anything else all my life that I wanted to do. There was a phase where I wanted to be a motocross driver, but after a wreck, I kind of got out of that pretty quickly. Playing guitar is a lot safer, but I guess I've just always wanted to do it. Music's just been a fascination to me all my life, and it's kind of become my passion. So from diapers is when I'd say I started developing my love for it.
It's going to be from diapers to diapers. So it's kind of happening. All right, so a lot of people that I talk to about you, they say that you're country, but what would you assume is your genre? Would you say you're country? I personally say that you're alternative, but, you know, there's been billions of brawls over this, so.
I would say I'm singer-songwriter with blues and folk influences.
Okay.
And well, there's actually a genre that a lot of people don't really think about, but I would kind of classify myself as Americana. In a sense, you know, just rootsy in general. I try to stick to roots, and you know, the stuff that made music what it is today. I'm fascinated by old blues guys and stuff like that. So I'd say a singer-songwriter or Americana.
Definitely, that's a really good way of putting it. I like that. So, all right. So the next question that I have here is, if you can meet one person in history, who and why?
Who and why? That's a good one.
I know. I'm awesome at these.
Let's see. Man, that's a good one. Okay, skip that one. Come back to me.
All right.
Wait.
All right.
Hold on. That's the last one.
Yep. I can make
okay.
up questions, but they're not going to be as good.
You know, I would probably say now. This would require a little bit of time travel. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's the whole point. I mean, it's got to be, in history. I'm talking like it could be like Lincoln for all I care.
Okay. I would love to meet 60s Dylan.
All right. Yeah, see, that's a really good one. Personally, I thought he was hot, so I would have too.
Yeah, we have a poster of him up in our house.
Now, does that mean you listen to his son? Do you listen to Brandon as well?
Do what now?
Do you also listen to his son?
I listen to Jacob.
Oh, okay.
Jacob Dylan. Yeah. Actually, he has a son named Brandon.
Mhm.
I did not know that.
Yeah. But definitely check out some music. It's pretty good. So, all right. So the last question is, would you be willing to play one of your songs for us? Because that would be fantastic.
Yeah. Is the reception good enough?
Yeah, see, I put the reception because sometimes my reception sucks, but this is actually really good. I'm just assuming because I usually talk to Australia, and Australia's horrible with reception. Like, they might as well just not even have Skype. So,
cool.
But this is really good, so you can go ahead and do your thing, whatever song you want.
Do you have a personal preference?
I really don't care. I mean, honestly, it's up to you. Whatever song you want to play that really just shows you.
Let me poll the audience. What do you guys think? I'm asking my roommate and my girlfriend. Sorry.
Oh, your girlfriend's there? What the heck? What's wrong with you? Get her on the screen. Jesus. Get over here, Amy.
She's saying no.
Oh, come on. Come on.
It's a mystery. I can show you my dog.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. and you might see a bit of Amy's arm. She's going to be camera shy today.
All right.
This is LB.
Oh, look at that little guy. How cute.
Say we're babysitting him, but we're going to make him ours.
So what kind of dog is that then?
That's a miniature schnauzer.
Oh, it's really cute.
Yeah.
I have this a Chibeagle. It's a Chihuahua Beagle. Yeah, it's a really nasty little evil thing. So, you know, when I see a sweet, calm dog, I'm pretty thankful.
Well, I guess I could do a song for. Tell you what, I'll give you two options. I can do either Drink the Water, since I know everybody likes that one, or I can do one. I just released an EP. And I can do a song off of that, or I can do a song that is unreleased completely called Crazy Devil Woman.
Alright, so because I'm awesome, let's do an unreleased one, because then I'm going to be like, yeah, I got an unreleased one out of them, so...
Exclusive.
Yeah, so, you know, tell everyone to go.
Alright. I can do this one. This is, actually, I wrote this as a joke, but it's one of those songs a lot of people actually really liked for some reason, and so I'm starting to play it at shows now.
Alright.
It's completely fictional. I actually don't know the devil.
Alright. I was kind of, I was thinking that you didn't know the devil. I didn't think you were friends with the devil, but thanks for that.
Yeah, so this Crazy Devil Woman. Back it up. Okay. Going on down to the church to find the Lord. Came all this way on a bus from Chicago. Remember in the river is where I sold my soul. To the devil I gave it away, but not for gold. She had a smile that could put a man in a spell. Who knew the devil wore a woman's clothes so well? She had a kiss that could send you straight to hell. And I know her touch was the reason that man first fell. She beat me up, beat me down, beat me any way a man can be. Hung me up to dry on the line above a crowded street. Like roadkill on the pavement in the summer heat. She was the buzzard that dropped in just to eat. Crazy devil woman, I got her on my mind. Crazy devil woman, she's the only one of a kind. Crazy devil woman, she's got me in a bind. 'Cause that crazy devil woman is the only woman I can find. I said that crazy devil woman, she's the only woman I can find.
Yeah, I could totally see the mosh pits. Totally.
The mosh pit?
Yeah. Wow, that was fantastic. That was so amazing. I loved that song. That was really good. All right, so kind of have a little bit of a question here.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to play Drink the Water as a final kind of farewell song? Because it's so good, and I know that it would be really awesome to hear you play it live, but like right here.
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
My roommate's like, no.
Yeah, just, you know, say no and hang up. Totally. I can see it.
Yeah.
It's like, nah.
I wouldn't do that to you.
That's okay. I had a band that I got to interview called the Mormons about like 3 years ago. They all dress up as Mormons. They wear the backpacks, they ride in on their bikes, and then they play. And they're really cool. They play punk rock, but they dress up like Mormons, and they actually passed out Book of Mormon Bibles and stuff. It's really funny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So.
Well, did they have any affiliation with Mormons?
No, not at all. They're not Mormon at all. They're like, no, we're not Mormon. But the first time I called them to do an interview, I called them and I said, hey, you know, I'm actually part of this blog site. It's a site for independent bands, and I was wondering if you'd be interested in, you know, doing an interview. And the guy goes, no, and hangs up on me. And I was like, really? I had to call them back like 3 or 4 times before finally another guy got on the line and was like, yeah, well, we're willing to do it. He's just screwing with you. I was like, oh, all right. He just kept like answering, going, no, and hanging up. It was horrible.
Oh, man. I wouldn't do that to you, but I don't know. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, it's not cool if they did that to you, but that's really funny.
Actually, it's probably the best person I've got to interview just because they did it. So, you know. One of those things you never forget. So, but all right, let's hear you sing this infamous song.
The infamous "Drink the Water."
Yep.
Mama, pray. I know heaven by the light and escape. I know truth and America's way. So come drink the water if you wanna say. Soft still water if it's not going free. Don't drink the water at the watering hole. 'Cause if you ain't got money, you can't save your soul. And all God's people said amen. And all God's people said amen. It's not a sin if it don't make me cry. He's not the devil. Let this fire in his eyes. It ain't the ghost if it don't speak in tongues. It's not a victory until the battle's been won. Oh God. God's sitting in. No God's people said amen. Nobody prays unless they lose a son. They don't believe in God until it was to be. Well, I know lies by the truth I've been told. The biggest one that we're not growing old. I know we're seen by love, makes my love pray. I know heaven by the light that is gate. Heard of a kingdom that's not far away. Come drink the water be saved. God's people said amen. All God's said
Oh, wow. Man. There's a little clap here. The camera's just going everywhere, whatever. I'm clapping anyways. That's awesome. Congratulations on being such a good musician. I don't know if that's the best thing to say. It's kind of weird, but, you know, still going to put that out there.
Thank you.
And, well, that concludes the interview, but it was just a really good pleasure just being able to talk with you. You're such a cool person, you know, on top of it all, and it just seems like you just really are a great musician, and I look forward to hearing more from you. I really think that you're gonna make a difference in this world before you croak.
Good. I sure hope so. Thank you. It's been a pleasure talking to you, too. Thank you.
No problem. All right. And just make sure to go on the blog, because it'll be on there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, my email address. Just email me when it comes up, okay?
Okay, no problem. It'll probably be up by tomorrow. So.
Great. All right. Cool. Sounds
All right.
awesome.
All right. Have a good night. And
All right.
tell your roommates and your girlfriend and the other roommates, you know, also.
Hey, would you actually like to talk to the guy who made the video?
Yeah, that would be awesome, yeah.
Yeah, he's here. His name's Josh.
All right, definitely.
He walked upstairs, I think, because he heard me playing. Hello.
Hello, Josh. Well, I would just like to say that you are a fantastic, like, just everything's fantastic. Just you're awesome. You're a fantastic animator. And just, like, seriously, like, I was sitting there, and you're the reason I actually found him, and just, you're fantastic. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have ever found Justin. And you know what? That is a really cool video. It is creepy and cool. And it actually used to be my ringtone, your song, until we started talking. So that's just to let you know, you were a ringtone.
Ah.
Yeah. And so that's cool.
Have you seen the original animated short film, the Backwater Gospel?
No, actually, I have not. I know I probably should. I've looked at it about 2 billion times. It comes up every single time, and then I'm just like, but I have to find this band, but I have to do this, and then I'm just like, I'm too busy. But you know what? I will definitely watch it, because honestly, like, the way that you made that, I cried the first time I watched that video. That is darn true.
Oh. Wow.
Thanks. Yeah, I would definitely recommend the original, because I just kind of spliced the original so that it fit the song. I had to move some things around, but the original is about 10 minutes long, and I had to basically cut it down to about 4. But yeah, it's a really, and the themes of the original short film really speak towards the song itself. So. Yeah,
I'm a journalist by heart, so gotta ask you a question, because that's what I do. I interview. So here's my question. Was it for a class? Did you just decide one day you woke up and was like, I'm going to make a creepy-ass video today. That's going to be my life. Or, I mean, where did that come from?
Well, I had wanted to make, like, the first time I heard Justin play the song, I was like, that is such an amazing song. I would love to make a video for that. But I never, like, I even considered animating something myself, but I could never bring myself to actually to take on such a task. But then when I finally saw the short film, I was like, this is perfect. This is exactly the style I was wanting it to. It's just kind of kismet kind of thing happening there. So fortunately, it took a while to figure out how to piece together, but as soon as I did, I was really proud of it. So.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's really cool. Yeah. All right, so that's really cool meeting you. Can't shake your hand, but, you know, let's do a fake shake there. Awesome, awesome. Yeah. There we go, shaking. All right, so it was nice meeting the both of you guys. It was nice partially meeting your girlfriend's arm. That was really cool. That was part of it.
She waves, that's,
yeah.
said hi.
Yeah, I kind of saw part of the chin, too. That was, you know, that was cool.
She's got a nice chin.
That's how she looked for him, and you're like, dang, that chin.
That chin.
All right, well, anyways, hopefully we can still stay friends and, you know, definitely maybe do another interview with you later on when you start, you know, maybe when you're about to do your tour, do an interview or something like that, add you back on the site. I really want people to know your music. I definitely do. So just, you know, keep in touch.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
No problem. All right, it was nice meeting you guys. See ya.
All right, nice to meet you too.